With the big reunion rehearsals looming, Selena's called the girls together for a meeting in a neutral location in a bid to try and put their differences aside.
It's just going to be really interesting, the three of us getting together and, you know, a completely new and different lineup. I'm definitely looking forward to just putting everything behind me and Hev, putting it all into a box and just moving forward, because that's what we need to do.
I am pretty nervous, especially perhaps about how Selena might be towards me. This evening could well be awkward. I'm hoping that it isn't.
It's the first time we met up, the three of us, to actually talk about, in reality, doing this, a real gig together. It's a bit of a weird feeling, actually. I'm really excited, but really nervous as well, because obviously I've not ever actually worked with Heavenli before.
Oh my gosh, hi!
So we've got a lot to talk about, I would imagine.
So, girls, how are we feeling?
It's a bit weird, isn't it? It's a bit surreal. It's a bit surreal for me in that you're this person that I've heard so much about.
Yeah.
And it shared experiences, like really similar things through our lives, but yet we've never
actually
hung out and talked about it. Or...
We've never sat next to each other.
I'm a bit scared of like what the future will hold. And even though we've all wanted it, now that it's facing us,
how are we going to cope?
It's scary, yeah. How are we going to cope? Is it going to change our lives for the good or for the bad? We had all the success that we had, and then it all ended and was taken away. And for some of us, it was more difficult to get over that. And now I feel like I've come to a place where I have, you know, kind of grieved it and got over it. And if that was to ever happen again, now I have 2 children involved in that grieving process. And that's the scary part. It's just literally the risk.
There's only so much your system can take, yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Awkward.
How do you feel about... Because ultimately, we are both those 2 people that left you in the lurch kind of thing.
Back then, I couldn't understand why you did it. Especially you, Hev. I couldn't understand. It just was completely alien to me. I was so angry with you, so upset with you about it. Even when you came into the band, I think I was on a Hev hate mission, you know? Like, anyone would mention your name and I would say something negative about you because I was so angry and so disappointed in what you'd done.
You were? Yeah, I can understand that.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, don't know, we have to hug, we can't cry. Crying is not really very good. Crying's not good, we'll hug. This is good, we'll hug. It's all right, this time it's going to be good.
When you left, you didn't say anything. You just went. You know, you didn't even call or you didn't say anything. And that's the hardest thing, I think. If you had called me and said to me, you know, this is the reason why, then it would have been easier for me to not be so angry. It was so difficult because at the time you were one of my closest friends. And to not get that phone call from you was, you know, like a kick in the teeth. Forget about the group. You should have been able to talk to me and say, see, you know, this is why I'm not happy.
Okay, so all I can promise you this time, and I'm sorry for... I'm sorry for that, and I'll make it up to you. I will. Promise.
I know you will. Is it something that you regret now?
I can't say I regret it. I'm very sorry for it. Or more than very sorry. I'm amazingly 100,000,000% sorry for it.
some of it was awkward and it was emotional and it was kind of a bit eye-opening, but at the same time I think it was good in the long run.
How long hasn't you seen Rich for?
We had a coffee in London.
I don't understand you, mate.
Is that before you was Australian? Or?
Yeah,
we had a coffee in London.
I think that's what feels weird for me, because I can feel that from you, and I can tell that you're already comfortable with whatever we are or we're not, and I'm not there yet. And the more I see of you, and the more